My name is Diana Pierson, and welcome to The Schedule, a show that lets you, the fans, stay in the know. When we first set out to do this show, we planned on doing this once a month to keep everyone up to date. But with so many fight cards each weekend, we may have to change this into a weekly show. Thanks a lot, boxing. But before we kick off this month's show, we have a special guest in the house. Undefeated 11-0 fighter Kevin Torres stopped in to say hi. Come on in, Kevin. Don't be shy. Come on over.
Hi, thanks for having me here today.
Thank you for being here, Kevin. So, how long have you been fighting? Wait, no, don't answer that. Don't you worry about messing up your face? Am I right, ladies? No, but seriously, why did you decide to become a professional boxer?
Well, it all started when I was like around 12 years old. Me, my family, my dad, we all grew up watching boxing on TV. We'd order the pay-per-view fights, invite some friends over, have some carne asada.
Taquitos.
Exactly. And, just some interest grew in me, and the excitement was there, and I just wanted to try it out. And we went to the local gym, and that's how it all started.
Wow. So I'm told there's some musical genes in your family.
That's right.
Do you sing? Can you sing for me?
I mean, I can sing in the shower, but that's about it.
All right. Well, I don't want to put you on the spot like that, but what are you looking to accomplish in your boxing career?
Just like any other fighter, I just want to become world champion.
You will become world champion.
I will become world champion. That's right. And aside from that, I want to be able to inspire kids. I want to be able to inspire anybody, any athlete, and anybody who wants to just chase their dreams. Because, I looked up to some fighters, and that's exactly what I'm trying to do.
Awesome. Well, I have no doubt that you will do that. And I'd really love to have you here the entire show. But we have a ton of fight schedules to get to. So tell the fans when your next fight is.
Yeah, my next fight will be November 9th. It's a Boristeca card. It'll be live on Best in Boxing or Fight Hub TV on YouTube.
Okay, and where can the ladies, the boxing fans, follow you?
Yeah, you can follow me on Instagram, ktorres97, spelled KTORREZ97, or just Kevin Torres on Facebook.
Perfect. Well, thank you very much, Kevin. We look forward to watching your career.
Thank you so much for having me here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Before we kick this off, make sure to follow us on Instagram at GS Streaming and best_in_boxing, as well as globalsportstreaming.com and bestinboxing.com. You can also follow me on Instagram at diana.la.chicana. Oh, that was a mouthful. On October 4th, Golden Boy kicks off the month with a Thursday fight card on ESPN2 and ESPN Deportes. On the card, Oscar Negrete takes on Joshua Franco in a 10-round bantamweight fight. Daniel Zorrilla versus Herve Acevedo, Jas Gonzalez versus Ivan Delgado. On Friday, October 5th at Belfast, Northern Ireland, Declan Garrity fights Marco McCullough in a 10-round junior lightweight fight. Also on the card, Tyrone McCullough versus Josh Kennedy, Paddy Gallagher versus Jay Byrne in Barnsley, England. Josh Whale takes on Toto Helaby in a 12-round bantamweight fight. The next night, October 6th, Frank Warren has a big fight card ready to go on ESPN+. In the main event, Jack Cottrell takes on O'Hara Davies in a 10-round junior welterweight fight. The winner of this fight will position themselves for a title shot, so expect some great fight action. Exciting female fighter Nicola Adams fights Isabel Milan for vacant WBO Women's Interim Junior Bantamweight title, and the ladies fight at 10 rounds for the belt. Anyone want to see the women fight 12 rounds like the men? Also on the card, Daniel Dubois versus Kevin Johnson. DAZN will have its second fight night featuring Jesse Vargas versus Thomas Delorme in a 12-round welterweight fight. Also on the card, Artur Benavides versus Caleb Johnson, 12 rounds for Artur's IBF light heavyweight title. And Danny Roman versus Gavin McDonald, 12 rounds for Roman's WBA junior featherweight title. In total, there are 9 fights on the card, although we're not sure how many fights DAZN will plan on broadcasting. It would be cool if they did all 9 fights like Best in Boxing, but if it's only the top 3, that's some pretty good fight action. Number 1 pound-for-pound killer Srisake Sarungbasai is back in action against Mexican Iran Diaz. Srisake is now a national hero in Thailand, and he will be fighting in front of his countrymen for the first time since becoming world champion. On the next night, October 7th, DAZN will be in Japan covering the Naoya Inoue versus Juan Carlos Payano 12 rounds for Inoue's WBA regular bantamweight title World Boxing Series quarterfinal. Now, on October 12th, Golden Boy has their LA Fight Club on Estrella TV. No fighters announced as of yet, but I'm sure Golden Boy will get around to it soon. The next night on October 13th, we are really looking forward to Terence Crawford versus Jose Benavides Jr. in a 12-round fight for Crawford's WBO welterweight title in Omaha, Nebraska. After all the trash talking back and forth between Jose and Terence, should be some fireworks. Now, Jose's a big underdog in the fight, but he's extremely confident and says that he's going to knock out Terence. A big task being that Terence is the #1 fighter in the world. On October 18th, Golden Boy has an ESPN2 and an ESPN Deportes fight date, but no fights announced as of yet. I'm noticing a theme with Golden Boy with dates and no fights. Now, on October 20th, Top Rank has a card in Las Vegas with ESPN Plus. Ryorta Murata takes on Rob Brandt for Murata's WBA regular middleweight title. In the co-main event, Maxim Dadashev versus Antonio De Marcos, 10 rounds for junior welterweights. DAZN is in action in Boston with Billy Joe Saunders versus Demetrius Andrade for Saunders' WBO middleweight title. Katie Taylor versus Cindy Serranos, 10 rounds for Taylor's WBO IBF women's lightweight title. Tevin Farmer and James Tennyson for Farmer's IBF juniors lightweight title. DAZN has a second fight card at Orlando, Florida with Emmanuel Rodriguez versus Jason Maloney for Rodriguez IBF bantamweight title for the World Boxing Series quarterfinals. On October 27th, HBO will be broadcasting Sergei Derevyanchenko versus Daniel Jacobs for vacant IBF middleweight title. Also on the card, Alberto Machado versus Yandel Evans for Machado's WBA junior lightweight title. For the first fight of the night, the ladies are in action. Heather Hardy versus Shelley Vincent will rematch for the vacant WBO women's featherweight title. It's really great to see so many women getting the opportunity to fight on national television. On the same night, ESPN Plus has the fights at Sofia, Bulgaria. Kubrat Pulev takes on Huey Fury for the IBF heavyweight eliminator. DAZN also has a fight card going with Regis Prograis versus Terry Flanagan for the World Boxing Super Series quarterfinals. In London, DAZN has a second card with John Ryder versus Andrei Sutokin for WBA Super Middleweight Eliminator. In the co-main event, Ted Cheeseman versus Asmia Byfield for vacant British Junior Middleweight title. There are a ton of fights, so check the bout sheet for all the fighters on the card. The last fight night of the month is on October 30th. Hollywood Fight Night has a date, but they haven't announced any of the fights on the card. With all the streaming companies coming online, there are a ton of fights for the boxing fans. Seems like this is a new reality for boxing, which is great for the sport. DAZN, ESPN Plus, Fox Sports 1, as well as their traditional channels like HBO and Showtime, ensuring boxing fans have a ton of networks to watch fights. Let's hope the fighters can cross over networks so we can watch the fights we really want to see. Tune in next month for a ton of fight action to finish out this year.
What was your best judge?
You guys said Sophia was coming out, so I was like...